Yo, what's going on? What's happening? It's your boy Lisa Mutupi. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. And on today's video, we are going to be speaking about some of the methods or the top 3 steps that actually made Forex trading be a bit more easier once I started applying or trading like that exact same way. So the only thing that you can do is make sure that you stay tuned, stay up until the third point, because the more when I get into the point, the more interesting it gets. And I just can't wait to see you guys dropping some comments and let me know how what actually made Forex a bit more easier when you started trading, or once you started being a bit more profitable. What are those things that you learned, that you applied, that actually made Forex a bit more easier? But yeah, let's get straight to it, guys. Make sure that you like and have subscribed to my YouTube channel. So one of the methods that actually did make trading a bit more simple for me was the methods that I happen to have learned along the way. Because as you are trading, as you are starting out, or as you are still growing into the markets, you learn about different types of trading strategies. You learn about a lot of techniques. There's technical, there's fundamentals. There's a lot of methods that you can actually implement that are going to give you a high win rate. All of these strategies are actually working. They do work. But you need to start learning on which one is actually fitting with your personality. What type of a strategy do you fit with, and what type of a strategy are you comfortable with trading, you understand? So for me, it was patterns and being able to understand my liquid zones. So let me just walk you guys with what I mean in terms of that. So with that, I was able to just look into patterns. I started knowing that, okay, there's two different types of patterns. There's continuation patterns. There's also reversal patterns. Continuation would simply mean that if the market is moving upwards, that pattern would progress to the upside, meaning that if we are now in a correction and it prints a specific pattern, which is a continuation, it means that the breakout is going to be the continuation, which is to the upside. And then the reversal is vice versa. I mean that if the market was moving upwards and then it is now in a corrective phase and the market starts reacting in a certain way and gives us a reversal pattern, it automatically means that the market is going to reverse and go to the downside. You understand? So those are the two different types of patterns that we look into: the continuation and as well the reversal patterns. So obviously within these patterns there's more patterns that are going to be helping us in terms of us being able to see the bigger picture. Let's say now, for instance, if you're seeing continuation pattern, you can get what we do call a pattern within a pattern, meaning that within that continuation pattern you as well get another continuation pattern from a smaller time frame. So when it breaks out, you know that it's going to lead to that bigger breakout. So those are the methods that I was able to look into, because for me it's much more simpler to back test. It's much more simpler to come up with the results, and it's much more simpler to just plug and play, literally just take the results that I have and play them in the system that I'm already looking into, or the currencies or the indices that I'm looking into, and move forward. Even the liquid zones. So liquid zones would simply be some of your supplies and demand zones, whereby an area would get there and they maybe once it does get there, it will start to just react in a certain way on which it will need our attention. It will need us to see what is it more likely to do, where is it more likely to break into, and what steps can you take moving forward in terms of that. So that is the very first one, being able to just look into the strategy and being able to just come up with the way of some of the patterns that I look at, and also the liquid zones that I actually do look at. So that is the first one. Let us move over to the second point that actually helped me understand Forex a bit more better, that actually made Forex a bit more easier for me to be able to trade and implement the things that I've been able to learn along the way. Okay, so now moving over to the second point. So the second point of me being able to just detach myself emotionally, because what actually happened is that, when you're trading, obviously when you're trading with real life money, there's moments where you feel like you're losing more money than you should be losing. Maybe it's money that you don't have, or it's money that you were not really looking into losing. Now that you're actually trading and you're within the markets and you're executing and stuff, you don't want to lose this money and you're losing more. You don't want that. So the first thing that I had to do was actually to detach myself emotionally, meaning that each and every trade that I was taking, each and every trade that I was being involved in, I had to detach myself. I had to make sure that the trade, I know that there's more trades that I'm going to be taking moving forward. It's not my last trade. It's not even just my first trade. It's not even my last trade. But moving forward, I need to know that what am I going to react? What's my exit strategy? What's going to help me, be able to react in a certain way when the market reacts in a specific way. So it taught me a lot of ways whereby I needed to look into the market, see certain things, and understand how the market moves. And also, I just had to detach myself from the money mindset. I'm looking at how much am I making on the trade so far, how much can I make when I hit take profit. Also detaching myself from the financial side of it, because if you don't detach yourself, then you're gonna start looking at it with money wise. Like let's say you're gonna start looking at specific pairs, specific pips that you're into, or specific trades that you're actually into in terms of the profits that you're making. And maybe you're making 10k, and to yourself you start thinking 10k is gonna cover my bill, 1 2 3, and you're no longer trading according to your strategy or the way that you've been able to practice. Now you are trading according to what the market is giving you, and you only take according to the results, the temporary feeling that you're gonna feel once you've closed that profit, which we don't want. That it's better to at least lock some profits and have that trade go a bit more against you, just so you're able to still go home with profits, than to just take those profits, than to just cut profits quicker. Because most people, what they do is that they cut profits quicker, and that limits them from being able to just excel and enjoy the benefits of growing their accounts massively and being able to get to a specific point that they need. But that is the second point that helped me make Forex a bit more simple. Moving over to the third point. Okay, now so we are at the third and last point, so I'll make sure that I'm also a bit more brief in terms of me explaining how this is. But with this, I think the very most important thing is that you need to cut out the noise and focus a bit more on what is important. So what do I mean by that? Most times we'd see ourselves being involved in situations whereby we are seeing what other people are doing, and then we start feeling like we need to give those specific results, or we start following certain types of methods or certain types of people just because of maybe certain things that they're showing. That makes us maybe think that our strategy or our way of trading is not working because their way maybe seems to be working. At the time, find out that that person also is at a point whereby they are looking into your strategy, they're looking into how you are trading and stuff. So the only thing that you need to do is cut out the noises, unfollow a lot of people, unfollow certain things, unfollow strategies, unfollow a lot of channels, focus on only specific people that you actually do gain value and that you actually do gain something from. Like let's say for instance, if I'm learning trading and I'm following a lot of traders on social media platforms, when this one is buying, this one is selling, this one is taking this strategy, this one is doing this, that way I'm gonna be confused. But the way that I can go about following my specific mentors is that I can maybe divide them into categories. I can maybe follow one for the lifestyle purposes. Maybe one is living a lifestyle that I want. I would follow that one just for lifestyle purposes. Then I'll follow the second one for their skill set, the skill that I have, how they're applying that skill. Then maybe I'd follow the other one for discipline, because others have the lifestyle but they don't have the discipline, and others have the discipline and maybe they don't have the lifestyle, and others have like maybe all in one, and others. So you just look at what you are taking from each, and then you follow for those specific reasons. But the most important thing that you need to do is to cut out the noise and focus on what matters. You know what matters, you know what it is that you need to work on, what it is that you need to put full attention on, that you're gonna start seeing results on. And the only thing, by cutting out all the noise, by cutting out everything that's distracting you, you are able to focus on what you can grow, their skills. And once you've got that, once you've grew that, automatically means that no one can ever take that away from you. But that is my 3 takeaways from this video, whereby these are things that I was able to learn and see that actually made my Forex trading journey a bit more simpler, and I felt like it's a bit more better for me to join them with you. Again, if you're not in our Telegram channel, make sure that you click the link down below, whereby you'll be able to get access to our Telegram group. And if not, guys, just make sure that you also do check out the basic package that we have, whereby we share daily signals and daily live trading sessions. I believe you're gonna love that. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, so whenever I upload a YouTube video, you are the first person that gets to be notified. And like this video, obviously leave down comments below what you guys think about this. I will see you guys on the next video. It's a